Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Nichijou episode number 18 reaction. Alright, the previous episode we meet a new character, animal you could say, or bird, a crow. A crow has come to the to Hakase's place, and they took Sakamoto's scarf out and put it on the crow, and the crow was so polite. Now he can talk, obviously. He's so polite, while Sakamoto's not able to talk, and they had like a good conversation with them, kind of had a little fun with him. And in the end, and the crow was like, I need to go now because I'm a bird and I need to fly, and I'll go back to my family. So it was a short little time we saw the crow. Maybe the crow will come back again in the future, maybe visit or something, I don't know. So we might get to see him again, but I guess Hakase will need to make another scarf. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure Sakamoto will be very angry. Okay, now that was that, and then there was that part of what was that? Oh, the silent part. That was quite funny, like that was really interesting, like and well done. Like they were not speaking, all everyone, like Yuko, Mio Mai, and Nano as well. They were there and they were making like a cards, like house of cards, and they were not speaking and everything. That was really fun, and they did it in a quite a good way with only showing the expressions and all. And in the end, unfortunately, the house of cards came crashing down because the thing from the top fell down, the light fell down on it. And there was that part where the other professor in the school, that lady, she's again trying to get her hands on Nano, lures her in, but everyone else falls into the trap. In the end, Nano also falls, but her key saves her. So there you go. And the final portion was the whole Sukumi and Boke thing. That was really funny. Like how Yuko was like, I'm not going to retort or do the Sukumi for whatever Mai does. And she tries her best to not to do it, but in the end, she had to. And she was like, no, this is my path, and this is also Mai's path as well. So yeah, we'll do it. I'll play the Sukumi here because that's my job and that's my path. So yeah, that's where it ends. So let's see what happens today. This is episode number 18. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles in the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Renewal. Oh my god. They're going to charge a lot. Yeah. This time, let's see what happens. She knows. Wow. Oh, I love how the art style is shaky. Oh my god. Okay. Oh no, not again. Stop. Catalyzing. Oh god. Oxidation. Yeah. Hey! Why are you drinking it? What happened? Oh, the magnetic field. She's a robot. Okay. Yeah, she drank. She saved her in a way. You know, she didn't have to use a compass. Oh no. Oh no, she's gonna. Oh god, here we go. uh, well, here we go. Oh, is she going to prepare a bigger weapon? Wait, what? Oh, okay, that was. Alright, that was a lot better instead of just blowing him up completely. Oh, she has a good grip on it. Why? Why? Hmm. Free candy. And not you. It's so awkward, you know, when you think someone's talking to you, but they're actually not talking to you. Oh, yeah, that's embarrassing, awkward. Right. Oh no, you're on the other side. Oh no. Uh, uh, oh no. Yo, otherwise, go, otherwise the train is. She probably goes to your school. She was wearing. Oh no. Wiggly? What is that? That's not a map. Oh no, again, again. Copyright law. Yeah, I think that's better. Instead of just wandering around with that map. Wait, that's Misa. Yeah, that's her, isn't it? Oh no, did she? Oh boy, well, Oh, this. What? What? Wait, for that? Okay, that's her sister. Yeah, that's the crow. That was not a crow. The one we saw before. Make sure to maintain eye contact. Sleep. Understandable. You don't have to say that. Oh, wait, what? Well, nice. Wait, is she like. Oh, I thought she was getting ready to beat up Sasara or something. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Put that down. Yeah? Wow. That's a great excuse. Yeah, it was. What's your excuse now? What? Okay. Helvetica standard, alright. Hmm. What? Country? Wait, who's this? Oh. Oh, single book. Phantasmal book. Ah, it's talking about Helvetica standard? Hmm. Oh no, it's something else. The color of autumn. Oh my god, what? Oh no, I'm dying. I cannot. Um. Ah, there you go. That was nice. Ah, that was nice of her. Well, obviously she's a kid. Like, you cannot just go and snatch it away from. Oh my god, what? They're still doing Halloween? Oh god. Did they get some candy? Oh, here we go. Cody, Cody. Okay, kind of understand. Oh my god. What? Ah. Wait, this thing talks now. Yeah. All right. Empty. Ah! Nice. Oh no. Oh no. Speed reading. Nice. Okay. Oh, really? Yeah. She's not reacting. Yeah. I made a mistake. Oh no, here we go. Chichibu mountain range. What? What are the... Um, hello? Are you okay? I don't think it's okay. Wow. What in the... Wait, what? Wait, is this that... This reminds me of that episode. The one where that guy falls down and dies? Yeah, it is that. Yeah, that one. That one episode. The princess and the... Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Oh no! You failed. Say, oh no, everyone's freaking out now. Four of humor. Yeah, you deserve that. No. Oh no. Yeah. Maybe that'll work. Who knows? Extremely easy. Okay. I don't know. What? Okay. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's right. Oh, I wonder if someone will win here. Oh no. Wait, what? In the. We're all going to disappear. Oh no. Alright, who are you? What? 13. Ah! That. Oh! Oh my god! Who's number 5? Oh no. No! Wait. Who's going to do the same thing? Yes! Oh, will someone come? Oh, who is this? Oh, he's running away. Yo, he. Wow. Oh, is that. Oh my god, that Mio's. Mio's too. That's amazing. That's amazing. I love how, like, little by little we're actually getting how Mio was formed or something. The first one was those two things, and now the two hair. Oh, it's a different song. Okay. Aikawa Rikako. Aikawa Rikako. Okay. All right. So just a second. Aikawa Rikako. Let's check who this person is. Aikawa Rikako. Okay, Aikawa Rikako. She. Okay, wait. Oh, Kurumi. Ah, Psyche from Psyche's. The disaster life of Psyche. Psyche's mom? Yeah, Psyche. No, wait. Kurumi, Psyche. Kurumi was her mom's name, wasn't it? I think so. They don't. Yeah, yes, Kurumi. There you go. Kurumi, yeah, Kurumi Psyche. Okay, interesting. Um, anyone else? Hmm. There's not much that I've seen from the. Okay, I think the only person that I kind of know is Psyche's mom. Who else? There's some of To Your Eternity. Pioran. Pioran. I don't remember who is Pioran. I've seen To Your Eternity. I forgot the names of the characters. Okay, and yeah, these are the only characters that I kind of know. All right. Okay, so yeah, that was episode number 18. So we begin this episode with Yuko and Mio going to Daiku Coffee to get, some stuff. And just like we remember previously, Yuko wasn't able to properly explain her order. And so it was a kind of an embarrassing situation for, like her, and obviously the waitress, as the person behind the register as well, was a little bit, like shaky and wasn't able to talk properly. So she was like, you know what, I'll let Mio choose this time for first. She's like, oh, I've been here before, you choose first. And when Mio chooses, she just completely just says the whole order, like, without one breath. And Yuko's like, what is this? My whole life, I expected her also to struggle like me. And I'm pretty sure that's what she thought. She probably thought that she was going to struggle, and Yuko would be like, oh, like, don't worry, like, I've been here before, let me order for you. And she would properly order this time. I'm pretty sure that was the scenario in her head. So the fact that she can order so easily in the first time, unlike her, just made her, like, whole world just completely shake. And I love how the little, like scene over there just makes, like, the art style and everything kind of goes shaky, and Yuko just runs out. Okay, now the next part. Okay, the professor's name is Miss Nakamura, the professor who always wants to get her, like, get Nano. That professor, she is again up to no good. Again, she's decided to make a sleeping medication. No, sorry, this time what? Oh, yeah, increased oxidizing power, and as well as a paralyzing agent, both of them. She called it the Mr. Oxidation Plus. And just like always, she always messes up and somehow ends up consuming her own experiments. And here as well, it was going to overflow. And she's like, oh, it's going to overflow. Let me just take in a little sip. And bam, that's it. I don't know what an oxidation agent could do to to normal human body. I'm pretty sure it was not okay at all. She probably got paralyzed and everything, just like she said there was a paralyzing agent as well. And funny thing here, she ends up helping out Nano in a different way, because Nano was, in the lab, and Miss Nakamura, was going to come, and today they were going to do something with compass. Since Nano is a robot, I'm guessing that was probably the reason why, the compass was, kind of pointing towards her and was not working fine. And she was a little bit, like bothered about it, because like Yuko knows she's a robot. Mai knows. I'm not sure if Mio knows, but I think she also knows. Probably Yuko and all of them probably told her later on that, oh, you know what, Nano's a robot. Nano's right. I think so, at least. But at least three character knows. But that doesn't mean everyone knows. What about all the other students? They don't know about it. So yeah, like I'm pretty sure that was probably the reason why, even though Yuko knew about her being a robot, she was still not comfortable about others people finding out that something is actually like problem, like there's something mad, like something actually different about her. She doesn't want that to happen. Now that was why I'm saying she actually, Miss Nakamura actually ended up helping her out by getting knocked out by her own creation. And the cat class was cancelled and they did not have to use the compass there. So there you go, I guess happy ending in a way. Now, and then obviously the next one we see I forgot her name. What's her name? Misaki, or I think so, yeah, Misaki. I think it was Misaki, wasn't it? It's been a while we've seen her. So no, wait, what was her name? Tachibana Misato, not Misaki. Okay, Misato, Tachibana Misato. All right, so Misato, it's been a while we've seen Misato, so we see her again, and as always she's doing her usual tsundere antics, and just the first thing we see is just her completely blowing up Sasahara. And she's like, oh, why are you not cleaning, like it's your duty today. And he's like, oh, I did it, like before. And then he's like, Misato, why are you here? And she's like, no, wait, what did she say? Oh no, he says that, why are we here? How did you know I was in the roof? And she just brings out like a huge like barrage of missiles or whatever. And yeah, she's like, nah, I'm just here, like I just wanted to find out what like how it feels like in this nice weather outside or something. And Sasa's like, oh, thank you for checking my area out. And she gets so embarrassed, she actually this time malfunctions completely, because usually the amount of explosion is proportional to her embarrassment, but this time it went so like out of bounds that she actually malfunctioned here. She brought a little thing, little like I don't know what that was, but like a little ball just came out and hit her Sasahara after that. That's why I'm saying malfunctioning, because her like I said, explosion was not big. It was a small little pea shooter. So yeah. And the typical tsundere line, oh, don't misunderstand me, I didn't do it for you. And Sasahara is just completely shocked. All right, then we get the little crane game part, and that was so bad, like she got a good grip on the thing, but the whole arm fell down. Oh my god. Obviously I know this is a comedy anime, but I think like I don't know, like I think like if that actually happens in the real world, I'm pretty sure if you tell the like the person in charge, they'll probably bring out a toy for you. Yeah. Okay, now after that, oh, that part, I feel like this part was really good. Like it was so relatable in a way. The whole Yuko, when Yuko's like, oh, I'm going to the neighboring town to meet Mai, like this whole thing was so wrong in so many different ways. First of all, her whole plan of going to the neighboring town to meet Mai, because Mai said they'll get free candy, and oh my god, the punchline was so crazy. We'll go to the punchline later on. But while she was going on on the train, like so many things happen. First of all, everything starts with the whole bread thing, and this I feel like this is so relatable. Like someone beside her is like, "Oh, will you eat some bread?" And she thinks that she's talking to her, and she's like, "Oh no, not like no, I've eaten." And she suddenly sees a dog in her bag. She was talking to the dog. Like I feel like this happens so much where, you know, like you're sitting down and there's someone with beside you or something, and then suddenly it's like say something and you're like, oh no, no, nothing, and then you realize he or she's talking on the phone. You're like, oh, well, that's awkward. And you know, if they actually realize what happened, they'll kind of smile at you, you know, they'll be like, ah, like, you know, that's even more awkward. Like, you know, the forced kindness, like, you know, that they're like, oh, I understand, it was a honest mistake. That forced kindness is also so embarrassing, my God. Oh. Not only that, there's so many variations to this. Like you're walking down the street, someone suddenly is like, oh, how are you? And you're like, oh, it's talking to me, and you're also like, yeah, I'm fine. And then you realize it's doing like, and there's someone behind you who that person was waving at, and you're like, oh, just kill me. Oh my God, like these awkward situations, oh my God, it starts with that. Then there was that whole part with, oh, this is also, I feel like, quite relatable. An old lady is just standing there, and she's like, you know, using her kindness, you know, like she's like, oh, let me just stand up and let me give my seat to her. And she stands up, and the lady's like, oh no, it's okay, fine. And oh, that awkwardness. Now obviously I don't doubt anyone actually would say, like, if someone offers you your seat, I don't think you would say something like, oh no, it's okay, or something like that. You usually take, you know, the seat. But if in some way something happens and that person is like, oh no, you know what, I don't need to sit, I'm leaving, you know, like the next stop I'm going to go down, so yeah, it's okay. And something like that, if that happens, if you offer someone something and they don't take it, like, you know, from through your own kindness, that's so bad. And she tries to just, you know, like, just soften the whole situation, and she's like, oh, it's okay, I was just going to stand, or you know, like, I'm going to go down for in the next stop, or something like that, she says. And the girl beside her starts laughing, snickering. And it doesn't stop here. The train is like stopping. They're like, oh, on the right side is your, like, you know, station, they're on the right, door will open. It's like announcing that, and she's on the other side of the door. She's like, you know what, I'm going to leave in this stop, so no problem, no one here will, I'll be meeting them ever again. And she realizes it's on the other door that opens. And the girl starts snickering more. She gets embarrassed. Yuko tries to go out and bumps into someone outside, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, and realizes it's just a, like, you know, like a doll kind of thing. And that girl is still laughing, and oh my God, the embarrassment here. And you know what, the fact that she's like, oh, like, you know, I won't be coming here later on, you know, like, these people, I'll never meet them again. That's also something that I feel like a lot of people feels when these type of things happen. Like, for example, you just, you know, like, oh, I remember, I think I think it happened to me or something. Yeah, it was probably me, or was it someone else, I don't remember. But like, there was like it was probably me, I think, you know, like, I was just very happy about something. I was just jumping around outside, you know, like, in a very good mood, just, like, you know, jumping around and walking. And there's a lot of people, you know, and I slipped and fell. And there's so many people just looking at me, and I'm like, oh my God, what is this? What? Not only the fact that I fell, but the fact that I was so happy, in a good mood, and jumping around, you know, that in itself is the most embarrassing part. And I was like, you know what? Don't look at anyone, you know, all these people, I'll never meet them again. This is not, like, you know, beside my house or somewhere. This is a completely different place. Let's just slowly stand up and just leave. I'll probably never see them in the future again, so that's the only saving grace here. And I feel like the fact that the total strangers also kind of adds to that embarrassment. If it was your friends, you'd just laugh it off. You're like, haha, I just fell down, funny stuff. But yeah, oh god. Anyways, now that girl is following her, and she's actually confused. Yuko's like, why is this girl following me? And she's like, where the hell is Daiku Burger? I have the map is like a like a musical note. Like no one has any idea what that means. And he bumps to another, like, one of those dummies, and she thought that it was a police officer, and she's like, oh, can you help me out? And then she sees that it's someone. It was like that mannequin. And this time the girl behind it starts laughing, and Yuko's like, why are you following me? What's happening? And she's like, I'm also going towards the Daiku Burger, so you're actually going towards the wrong direction. So yeah, let me lead you. And wait a minute. She says, Daiku Burger's on the other side of this building. Oh, on the other side of the building. Okay. So wait, so she just followed her just because it was funny? And that's okay, that's interesting. Okay, so that girl takes Yuko to that to Daiku Burger. Now I feel like she didn't realize they were in the same school or something, because Misato was there. She didn't recognize Misato, so I'm pretty sure she doesn't know who Misato is. She was saying like how, oh, I'll never meet them again because these people are in a neighboring city. But turns out, like, the girls are from her school, and she didn't even realize that. But okay, Misato's just there waiting for that girl. That was her sister. Okay. Now Yuko's like, Mai is not here, and she's like, am I having a bad day? What's wrong with me? Like, oh, what is this? And she's like, all right, this is all like a trial for, like, overcoming my embarrassment. I won. That's all I want. And then she sees Mai has come, and she's like, oh, Mai. And then she sees her. She's in a, like, like an outfit, like an armored outfit. And she's like, trick or treat. And oh my god, that's when everything hits her. The whole punchline comes now. So basically, it's not that this place gives free candy. It's that Mai invited her to do the Halloween trick or treat. Obviously, the result will be them getting free candy. And the Halloween is even over. It was like the last week or something. And she gave like Yuko like those glasses, like on the prop with the nose. And yeah. And the other girl is just laughing away. Okay, then there was that part with the crow. I do wonder what that was then. Like, this is an actual crow. What was that in the previous episode we saw? Like, the umbrella looking crow thing. I'm pretty sure that's also a crow, but yeah. Okay, if you pass a crow that's attempting to intimidate you, make sure you maintain eye contact. Really? Is that like an actual thing? I don't know. I've never seen any crow try to intimidate me up until now, so yeah, I have no idea if that's what you do. Okay, now the next part is Nano and Hakase. Hakase is like, I'm not sleepy. Sakamoto is like, oh, start counting sheep. And she says like 1 and then goes to sleep. Nano's like, oh, let me try that as well. And she does that as well. Yeah, and that was funny. Okay, the next part is the part where Misato's making that kendo stick. And okay, so this girl is her sister, and she probably does kendo. And she obviously knows her, like crush on Sasahara, and she's kind of teasing her. And Misato, as always, her tsundere self, she's like, no, not I definitely don't like him, all that stuff. And she's like, but you were so happy when you were ironing the handkerchief. And she's like, oh, it was just like some kind of a trash, like thing, like I just found in the making excuses. And she's like, but you were laughing and smiling. And she says the earth has just entered the photon belt. That's why. I don't know what the hell that means, but all right, I guess. Oh my god, this part was so funny. I feel like this part was the most hilarious section, but it caught me off guard so much. Like, this girl. You know what's funny? Like, there's so many funny factors of this whole part, the whole skit. First of all, the art style is so different here. And this girl with a hat, as like visiting a countryside. Who is she? She reminds me of someone. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of characters in anime who look like this, with a hat and go to the countryside. So probably because of that, with that white, white dress. Yeah, a lot of characters are like this in anime. There's a lot of characters like this. Anyways, so yeah, she is like, in the countryside town S, and she starts talking about like, like she has like her life is completely. Wait, you know what? Let me read this, because at that moment she was saying a lot of things, but the whole punchline changes all the meaning of everything she said. While believing I've never find it, but unable to give up, I've been searching for a single book. And we see her asking people like, oh, where is that part? That phantasmal book. Oh my god. That brought color to my gray childhood. Because wow, oh my god, everything changes so much after you know the punchline. She says like this this book changed my life. It brought color to my grayed out life, childhood life. And everything started when I entered this library. I can read that book again. And she goes, and there's like a book. Okay, you know what? Okay, I thanked those who helped me and took the book in my hands. The book is called The Color of Autumn. Trying to calm my pounding heart, I slowly opened the book, and there's a freaking gun inside the book. That scene caught me so off guard. I cannot. I genuinely was thinking she was talking about like some kind of a like a good book that probably helped her. Like like you've seen a lot of people say like in a lot of sections there, like like, people who are successful, they're like, oh like in my childhood there was one book that changed my life, and they start talking about some kind of a book of some famous author, and they start like telling those lines which were deeply affected that person, something like that, and how his or her life would have been if that person didn't read the book, and what it is now, and how everything is just like the book like changed his or her complete perspective, so many things. And like like these type of, we've seen this a lot. And I was thinking it was something like that. She was talking about some kind of a life lesson or something, like that she got to know from the book, and it changed her life forever. Turns out it was a gun. It was a freaking gun inside the book. And this part caught me so off guard that I was just oh god, this is hilarious. I love this part so much. It was perfect delivery, I have to say. The punchline was just delivered so well, and it's just oh god. All right, and then in the next part we get to see the teacher in an elementary school. She says like, oh, are we going to stop the like I'm guessing they were taking a test or something. And she's like, okay, I'll count to 10, then we'll stop. And she sees like one little girl still like writing, hasn't been able to finish, and she deliberately kind of like slows down her counting. She's like 4, 3, like kind of slowly going. And when she sees that she has completed, she's then like, all right, 1. And that was nice. Like, yeah, obviously she's a little kid, like you cannot just go and say like, oh, time's up, give the paper to me, like like yeah, yeah, you should not do that, obviously. Like that's like that should be done obviously in the higher, like like when you are a lot older, and like when you're like actually writing a test or whatever, like in in high school or something. Yeah, then that's fine, obviously. But here in elementary school, nah. You'll probably traumatize the child for life or something if you do that. Now, oh boy, then the next part was the whole trick and treat. Like these two are going to different houses and trying to get candy, while one lady is like, wait, Halloween ended last week. And then they go back without getting any candy. All right. Then the next part was Helvetica Standard, and that girl was like, "Oh, this is like coffee, coffee. This tastes like coffee, coffee." The other girl was like, "What does that even mean?" And she's like, "I don't know, but it's like a coffee, coffee thing." She's like, "All right, let me drink it." Drinks it, and she's like, "Oh, you're right. That's coffee, coffee. Sounds like, it tastes like coffee, coffee." This is something I feel like it's also kind of relatable, because there's some sections in your life when you're like trying to explain something and you're not finding a way to explain it properly, and you make up some random words, and the other person is also like, "Oh yeah, I can understand what you're trying to say, but that word has no meaning, but I can kind of get what you're trying to say," like that type of a thing, like it was that type of a situation, I guess. Okay, then we meet Biscuit 2. Hakase has made Biscuit 2. And I love how Nano and Sakamoto's just like, "Oh, great." Just keeps reading the book. And Hakase's like, "Why are you not reacting?" Like, I feel like now, like at this point, Nano and Sakamoto are so used to Hakase's inventions that even if she makes something like this, they're like, "Ah, it's okay. Like, it's a normal everyday life." So, like, that's why. And she's like, and Hakase, but Hakase doesn't want that. Hakase wants praise. So she's like, "Oh no, look, you're not understanding it. This is number one and number two are so different. This is even more amazing." And and then Biscuit 2 kind of explains herself. He's like, "Oh, like, what? My fuel is actually biscuits. I run on biscuits, just like my name says." And she kind of explains that. Now no, Haka says, like, "Why are you not, like, praising my creation? Isn't this amazing?" And Nano realizes what was actually making her angry, and she's like, "Oh, so you want praise?" She's like, "All right, yeah, yeah, it's great. You've always been great." Oh no, that comes later on. Sorry. Biscuit 2 kind of explains the whole situation of using biscuits as a fuel. And I feel like this is also kind of counterproductive, because Hakase loves her snacks, like she loves like biscuits and everything. So if you actually have to give biscuits to fuel the robot, I feel like Hakase won't be happy about that, because her own biscuits are going to be used up at that. So that's why she's like, like, "I'll have to give you biscuit again, but it's already over." The Biscuit 2 is like, "What the hell?" Okay, now after that, Nano Haka says again, like, you know what the special ability of this Biscuit 2 is? You can read quickly. Yes, speed reading, and like, kind of demonstrates it. And Nano's like, "Yeah, I can also do that." And then she's like, "Then why don't you do it?" And we know, like, Nano tries to be more normal. Nano's like, "Because I want to be more normal, like, that's why I slowly read it." And Haka tells Biscuit 2 to also, like, slowly read, and he starts reading slowly, showing more emotion. And Nano's like, "Okay, all right." And seeing she's still not reacting, Hakase gets mad. Hakase is like, "Why are you not praising me? Say that this is amazing. Say that I'm amazing." And Nano's like, "Yeah, you have always been amazing, Professor." And I love this whole 180 that she makes. She's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. I'm amazing. Might have made a slight mistake." And while all of this was happening, like, the kind of talking about all of this, and Biscuit 2 is just taking out breads and feeding the sparrows. That was interesting. And then there was that part with that, "There is no that's fine, there is no this is fine, and that's just fine." That was great wordplay. Oh, and this part, oh boy, this is so good. Like, we remember the part before with that whole that episode where that one king or whatever, he just trips and falls down and dies then and there, and then the other elf princess becomes the, princess of this part, and we get to see that one, little cube thing, and he's one of the workers find it and throw it down, and it actually goes and replaces Mio's those two things. It was like similar to that, and we get to see more of how Mio was created. At this point, like, I feel like Even her hair, the original hair part, will also have like its own origin story or whatever. Obviously these are all dreams in Yuko's head, we know that, but still. Now this whole story was so interesting, you know, like I was wondering what is going to happen here. And there was like a little talent contest going on, and everyone gives their own talent. The one who was the most promising one was the magic trick guy. You know, he did the magic trick and everything, and while he was doing it, where is that part? The princess calls him and he starts doing the magic trick, and when he says like, where's the ball, princess is not happy. Princess just completely opens the thing and fall, you know, he falls down. And everyone's like scared after that. They're like, oh my god, what's happening, right? Even that guy wasn't able to do, so what will we be able to do? And then there was that comedian who just makes some weird faces. Down she goes. And then there was that quiz guy who starts quizzing her, and he's like, oh, I need to make such an easy quiz that she'll be able to do it. She tries to answer the question, and when she's incorrect, he's like, oh, that's fine, and he also goes down. And then there was that oh, there's so many characters who just goes down. And then we see that guy number 8 on the cap with the skirt and the two pom-poms, and I should have realized that would be Mio's hair, actually, that blue pom-pom. And oh god, then comes the comedian master or whatever with the duck thing, and the way he falls is so funny. Like, it first hits the edge of the hole, and then his head hits the edge, and then they all fall down. I love how there's another character who is going to do the same thing with the, you know, the tube, the duck tube. And while calling for him, the person who is beside the princess, he also kind of laughs at that. And that is also blasphemy. The princess is not happy about this, so how dare you laugh? He also falls down. So all of this was happening, no one is able to do anything, and you know, like, everyone's like, oh my god, we're all going to die. And this guy, I think number 8, yeah, he somehow is able to escape with the two pom-pom. And he's like, oh, this is hopeless, it's like some stupid game, I don't like this, you know, like, yeah, you know what, screw this, and just throws the pom-poms away. And I knew what was going to happen after that. It falls, and there's the two little, like, you know, like the things, the hair things, hair, I don't know what they're called. And Yuko wakes up, Yuko realizes what happened, and she's like, I'm sorry, teacher, I'll go stand outside. And that's where it ends. Really good episode. Oh boy, the funniest part of this episode, there were so many funny parts. I feel like, you know, that whole embarrassment part was so hilarious and relatable. But the one that takes the like, you know, takes the cake is the gun part. Oh, that was so good. The punchline was actually, like, you know, like, introduced so smoothly and so abruptly and so well that, yeah, props to that. That was really well done. That was a well constructed and well executed joke. I just caught me off guard completely, and it was the funniest part. So yeah, there you go. That was it. That was my reaction to Nichijou episode number 18. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. That is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Nichijou. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.